ready to go. Julio Rodriguez now at the plate.
Number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
That one ripped, but foul.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Brendan Donovan stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And there's a foul ball. Stays alive. Rodriguez aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it.
Runner goes again. Pitch inside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. Double play ball to second. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. And now it's Josh Naylor. Two down, base is empty, but one run across here on opening day. And another ball. That one fouled off. Almost got him. Foul ball there. One run across in the frame so far here in game one of this three-game set. In the air, left field, down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Payoff pitch. Line drive, base hit. The throw in, but no chance to get him. It's an infield single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Nope, that's inside.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Foul ball. Now all even up. And there's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
This one smoked on its way out of here. That one felt good. So two down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Brian Reynolds here. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Fouled off left side. Can't glove it cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Reynolds on at first. Nobody out. This one in the air center field. And there's one down. Here's the veteran first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Neto. One at second.
You're out.
Throw to first. Safe.
No, he's safe.
Lau at the plate. Base hit. And out to a board.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And a swing and a miss. Two aboard, 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now it's the Mariners DH, Luke Raley. Raley, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging.
Batting 8th, left fielder.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Leo Rivas in the box now. Takes strike 1. One gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Man at second. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball got him.
Up next for Seattle.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gonzalez to second. Double play. What a quick killing. We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn. Rodriguez racing after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. This is Joey Barton. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. He makes the grab, 2 away now. So up next, Jake Mangum. And the inning is over. Back here at PNC Park.
Seattle.
And now for Seattle, Brendan Donovan. The 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Raleigh stands in now and watches strike 1. That one missed. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's 4-0.
He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came.
That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ball one there.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Got him swinging for the K. He swung over top of the curveball. Zach Neto up next for the Mariners.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save. And the lead is up to 5. In now is the Mariners DH, Luke Raley. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. To the right side, Loud. In plenty of time to first, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. Swings through that one for strike 1. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Brian Reynolds will hit next. Late with the swing there. Rivas. The throw to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. 2 down, bases empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That one fouled off. And O'Neill is struck out. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Over to Diaz. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Leo Rivas. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Into center. Loud should have this one, and that is that. Back here in Pittsburgh, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Yandy Diaz. Hit on the ground softly to short. Neto tosses to first. One pitch and one out. Brandon Lowe digs in now. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. A little out front there as he swings through it.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
The Mariners leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. So digging in, Nick Gonzalez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swings through that one.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And down on strikes. New inning getting started. And now for Seattle, Brendan Donovan. That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You'll often hear the phrase.
Carmen Mlodzinski gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The 1-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The next pitch misses. It's 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One out man at first. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Naylor in his 7th season, 28 years old, and he was born in Canada. 1 and 2nd, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Takes it in for the out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Joey Bart flied to right his first time. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him. That's out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Jake Mangum. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
That's out.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
The 1-2. Swing and he breaks his back. Neto on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
On the ground, and that chance handled. To first, a great play deep in the hole. Zach Neto up next for the Mariners. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. This one in the air, right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. And next is the designated hitter, Luke Raley. And first offering is fouled off.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
That's outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ball 1. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A gigantic blast. So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena, swings through the sweeper. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that'll do it.
Okay, I got the green light. I got the green light.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Pirates.
Next to hit, Brian Reynolds. 1 for 2.
Reynolds.
Misses the sweeper. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Pirates. Center
Now
fielder,
here is O'Neal Cruz. This one in the air. Neto settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
And a foul ball.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
On the ground to the left. Slings it across, and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 out, space is empty. Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. What a stop! And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at PNC Park, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Yandy Diaz. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Neto tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Brandon Lowe. Swing and a miss.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
The Buccos with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Canzone under it. And there's 2 away.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Up next for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We go to the 8th. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Josh Naylor.
Ball, that's it.
The M's up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one ripped right center field. Cruz going back to the warning track, makes the catch. And now the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Just a slow ground ball this time. Gonzalez whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. On to the bottom of the 8th. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. And it's fouled away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And out of here. A solo shot. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. And a foul ball. Here's your 1. And a base hit right there.
Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. Such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Runner on the move, and a sac bunt here. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Y'all just put it in play, right? With his speed, that's a hit every time.
And now, Jared Triolo. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Oh, great stop. But no play, and the bases are loaded. Great effort on that one. Might have saved a run. All loaded up. Ryan Reynolds, the next to hit. Matt Brash taking over on the mound.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Rodriguez under it. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. In comes the run from third. Runners at second and third and one out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Two on, one out. Inside, almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Yandy Diaz, the next Pirate to hit. Brings it in for the third out. We go to the ninth, and now for Seattle, Zach Neto. Justin Lawrence will take over here.
That's in. Ball 2.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. Ball 3. And that is out of play. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Out towards right center field. Reynolds moving under it. And there's 2 down. So up next, Randy Arozarena. 1 for 3.
Arozarena.
Swings and misses. 0-1. This one popped up. Diaz under it. And that is that. All set for the bottom of the ninth. At the plate for Pitt. Brandon Lowe.
Number 55, Dave Spire.
Swings and misses. 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Up next for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was late. That one pushed foul. Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Toss to Naylor, and the Pirates with only 1 out left. 2 down, bases empty. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter, to track.
Foul ball there. The Pirates down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Woo with his first.
Yeah, going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Yeah. Big poppin', I realize I'm the gift, so this year I ain't going Christmas shopping. I've been hearing ching off and the smooth slick Rick talking. Burnt out, 50 million for the catalog I turned down. I'm making money every second, you should learn how. These puppies barking at a wolf, but I turn around, swinging like the first round. Even in the 12, got myself rich, took the fan with me. Always the reality would turn into my fantasy. Want a chance with me, so she holler in the man city. Baby, no humanity, now you can't get me. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Let me talk to you. I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to stay tapped in. Yeah. Chasing you up, I don't need distractions, yeah. Connected, I'm obsessed with manifesting. The guest list, I'm only worried about my checklist. Probably spent 6 on my family's expenses. Money made the memory, so I do not regret. Feeling like I'm God's best investment. I don't got no time to pass it. Paris Fashion Week, they asking me if we can who the best is. What's the metric? Yes, it's me. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much.
right, ready to go here.
Leading off
Brian Reynolds
tonight,
here.
Right fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Robert hustling after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Here's O'Neal
Batting second,
Cruz.
center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Yandy Diaz.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Yandy Diaz. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. So he goes the opposite way with that one. The Pirates score first. It's 1-0. So 2 down, and now it's Brandon Lowe. Swings through that one for strike 1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it.
Don't gas me up, see too many folks get evaporated. Fade away with no baskets made in this tragic.
Back here in Queens, and on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Hunter Barco. What's the word on
Leading
him?
off tonight,
Chandler
right
Simpson
fielder,
up now for the
number
Mets.
14, Chandler Simpson.
Ripped to first, caught. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here is
Batting
Marcus
second,
Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one missing inside. Close, but called a ball. 3-2 now. Line drive, base hit, fair ball down the third baseline. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Everything came together for him. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Man at second. Hard on the ground to first. Diaz takes it to the bag, and there's 2 away. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Well, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out. Pepper in the zone. Arm is loose and firing him in there.
Oh.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Barco should have this one. And that will end the inning. Top of the second at the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. And that gets down for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Ozuna, the big bear. Now the 0-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Inside, almost got him.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Just missing there. Full count now. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Quick toss to first. Now back in safely at first.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Goes down looking. One out man at first. Joey Bart up here. And that one fouled off. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Up next for the Pirates, Jake Mangum. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. It's a pitch out. And the throw out at third. Ground ball up the middle. Lindor handles, throws to first. Inning over. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Bo Bichette. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Barco, a tall lefty, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. That one just misses. Triolo. Over to first, and quickly one away in the second. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike two. That's down and in. A slider missed. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 down, nobody on. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-2. That's ripped. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Here comes Alvarez around third. Now a relay to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Save. It's 1-1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And there's a ball. Next offering is outside. This one in the air, center field. Cruz has a beat on it, and that is that. Top half of the third inning at the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. Inside, just missed. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Polanco hauls it in, and there's one away. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Ryan Reynolds will hit next. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Robert moving under it. And there's 2 down. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1. There's a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, Chandler Simpson up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That's the ball.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. A dive, and he can't haul it in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Simeon stands in now and watches strike 1.
No, that's a ball.
Here's a 1-1. Pitch out, but no action. Simpson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Runner takes off. On the ground to third. Over to Diaz. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion. So now with 1 away and a man at second. Here's Juan Soto. He's an intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not.
And that one gets away at the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Swung on, belted. That one back there, and that one is fouled, so we'll try it again. 2 on, 1 out. And that's downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
2-2 now. That one missed. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. See you later. He made him pay for that one, and it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 4-1. That one drilled left field. That's back there, and it is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. 1 down. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. And it stays there. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Up next for the Mets,
Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. Foul ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swing, and he popped it up. 2 away now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one in the air center field. That is the inning. Back here in Queens, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Yandy Diaz. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So man aboard, Brandon Lowe, the next Pirate to hit. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a miss. Here's the 0-2. And that one is inside.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Shortstop, Nick
Here's the
Gonzalez.
shortstop at the plate. Nick Gonzalez picked up a base hit to center his first time up. In the dirt, blocked. Yeah, that's fouled off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. One at second, over to first, but he beats it. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Caught looking his first time up. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Strike 2. This one in the dirt. Gonzalez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And that skips into dirt.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Take your base.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. This is Joey Bart. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The Pirates trying to get back into this one. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Almost got him.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And he's out on the tag. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field, bottom 4, Luis Robert Jr. Up now for the Mets.
Robert Jr.
No question about this one. It's out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. Back to the top of the Mets order. Chandler Simpson, the next to hit. And ball 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Foul ball there.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one pushed foul. Here's the 2-2. Liner, base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive.
The left-hander on now, Mason Montgomery.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Check swing went around. That's strike 1. Swing and a liner, base hit out of the right center field. Simpson round second on his way to third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Mets for the Mets. Left fielder.
Here's Juan Soto. Oh, great stop. There's one. 4-6-3 the run scores. Base is empty after the double play. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes a nice running catch. That is the inning. The Mets do pick up. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Mangum. Peterson back to work. Slice down the right side. Mangum, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Simeon gets under it. 1 away. Now the third baseman, Jared Triolo. He popped out his first time. Whips it to first. Yeah. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the order now. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now here's the Mets DH, Bo Bichette. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game.
Oh, gets dirty. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman
Jorge Polanco digs in now. 1 for 2. This one in the air, right field. And it falls. And a man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
0-1. That one is absolutely belted. And he dropped it. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And up next for New York, Brett Baty.
third baseman Brett Baty.
Just off the inside edge. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 on, 1 out. That's a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away. Here's Luis Robert. Justin Lawrence gets the ball now.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Fastball for a strike. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. One and 2 now. Stays alive. Pitch misses inside. Yeah, that's ball 2. That one missed. Fights it off. You'll see another. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here comes a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Right fielder Chandler Simpson.
In the air to left center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 9-1.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough.
Gonzalez to first in time. And it's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
First baseman
Yandy Diaz now. He's already homered here in this one. Robert hustling after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Lau at the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield.
And that'll do it. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 6th. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. And foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most...
And that one hammered and foul ball. Out towards left center. And there's one away. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
The Mets up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball still 0-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
This one in the air, right field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Scoring is Lindor. Now to tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. So up next for New York, Jorge Polanco. Nice grab to first, and they get the out. Top of inning number 7 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. And it's fouled away. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Beatty tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. He is struck out, and he is walked. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
0-2 now. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
That's a hit, and that's going to get into the corner. Ozuna around second, headed for third. The relay.
Safe, he's good.
Runners at second and third. One out. Here's the left fielder, Tobias Myers, on the pitch out of the pen here.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work.
Should be extra bases. Brings it in. Both runners tagging from second and third. The run scores from third, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. So digging in, Jared Triolo. And the 0-1. Late with the swing there. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Lindor on to first. They limit the damage here. Back here at Citi Field, set for the last half of the 7th. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Beatty in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one lifted to left. 2 down. And now it's Luis Robert.
For the Mets, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
2 down, nobody on. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Up the middle, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock.
Oh, now this one gets way at the plate. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And another ball. Fastball for a strike. First and second, 2 down. Here the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, base hit. Robert on his way around third. He'll score easily. And they now lead by 9.
That's 3 singles in a row. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch.
Gregory Soto gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Strike 2. And that one is inside ball 1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Base hit! Coming home. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one.
And that'll do it. Ready to begin the 8th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. And there's one away. O'Neal Cruz now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1. Myers goes 6'1", 225 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Cruz checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And Ed Drummond right on it says he held up. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. Now they get the runner and a rundown. And he's out. Trying for two. Yandy Diaz getting ready to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Oh, nice play from his knees, the throw. And very nicely done for the out. Bottom of the 8th. So now here's the Mets DH. Bobichette. This one in the air center field. Cruz on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. So up next for New York, Jorge Polanco. In the air left field. Mangum under this one. 2 up, 2 down. So up next, Francisco Alvarez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Checks a swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line and a base hit into right. So a 2 out knock keeps the inning alive.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Beatty, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. We go to the 9th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brandon Lowe. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it at
to second. There's one. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Ryan O'Hearn trying to get something going for him with 2 away. And a foul ball. The Buccos with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. And that'll do it.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars. But an outstanding.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique. Up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street. Scoop me in the MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease. Recipes, Polo. He see us, I was just with G. Just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas. Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is that? They gon' say nah. Look at us now. De La Mare, Ghost and Rick. Big up, Big L, Prodigy, True Goy, they live. Martyrs, if you will. A legend has a cartel. I'm on jets with giants. I'm Bill Parcell. PTSD, project trauma still dwells. Happiness gotta be in you. Money can't help. So salute to the men that never hit the pin black. We got to the bread and still live to spin that. What a life. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords on my haunted piano. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords. Already classic before you heard it. The spoiler was on my feature verses. I lined it up kinda perfect and then I hurled it. Rhymes in my mind's like pearls and oysters. Boss of bosses, Morpheus on my... The illest style right here. Till I got white hair, getting foul type stares. We ahead light years. We come out the starts. So let the start. Turn the light switch off. Drive a block, switch cars. Toss a face mask and gloves. Pulled another on the beat. Guess who the victim was? Guess who get reconfigured? The whole industry does. Premiere you my because we became the men our mothers prayed for. Maybe even exceeded their expectations, or maybe they always knew. Why tying up our baby shoes? What was waiting that brood and the souls of a chosen few? This ain't just talk, it's true. What a life. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the